One of the pivotal moments, it was when I was running, I was in London, running the London office for this company that I spoke about. And I was happy. I was happy in London. We were on vacation. We were in Egypt. I'm on this sailboat. We're on a sailboat. And I hadn't even turned my cell phone off because I didn't think that I would get a call or anything. And my cell phone, my little flip phone, goes off. And the flip phone goes off, and it's the owner of the company saying that he and his wife, who they were partners in the company, that they were leaving the company and that they wanted me to move back to Chicago to run the company and be the managing director. And I got that phone call floating down a sailboat on the Nile River, like in the middle of nowhere, where I didn't even think the phone just rings. And it almost felt like God. It almost felt like, wait a minute, is God like calling me on, in the middle of nowhere? And so I pick it up. I already told you what Charles told me. And at that moment, I was like, I don't even know if I want to move back to Chicago. Like, why? I'm living in London. I'm having the time of my life. It took me forever to finally feel like I had vested, like the people in the company trusted me. It took time to build that trust and build that team. And now you want me to pick up when I'm finally making some progress, and you want me to pick up and move back to Chicago. And it was a really surprisingly tough decision. And so it was a complete and utter change, and my husband at the time he was living in New York. He didn't want to move back to Chicago either. So I ended up doing it, and that was what triggered me needing to, take all these courses at University of Chicago, hire an executive coach, get my game on, because I was 34 and I was about to, run this company, be managing director of an international company. And it totally changed my life. And at the same time, it felt different than a different type of change, because it was a change that was an opportunity that, came like magic on a phone on the Nile River. That's very different than the change that you have to make internally when you're deciding to shift your life, right? So that type of change, to me, even though it's not as sexy, it's not as dramatic as the phone call on the Nile, it's more work, it's more effort. You have to trust yourself more. It's easier to say yes to an opportunity that's handed to you on a silver platter than it is for you to say, gosh, I don't even know, there's definitely not going to be a silver platter. There might not even be a paper plate for me, and I am going to make this decision anyhow. That is a different type of change, and it takes a different type of courage and a different type of vulnerability.